This is gentle core. So it's for anybody, not just mamas who have had babies, but anyone who might be experiencing any back pain or feel like they have a weak core. You know, for mamas, if you've had a C-section, which I have with my first, you might still feel numbing or sensations around your incision. You know, there's a lot of work that goes on into recovering after having babies. And then also for anyone who's experiencing any type of core issues such as diastase recti or any kind of separation through the abdominals. This class is for you. So everything that we do is going to be postpartum safe. And it's not a workout. It's a gentle 30 minutes for you to focus on your core, and not just the core. We will be focusing on all the muscles supporting the core, which involves your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads. All right, so starting by lying on your back, just come into a very relaxed position here. I want you to start to inhale and fill up your belly with breath. Okay, so to bring a little more awareness, can you place your hands on your belly? And when you inhale, think about pressing your belly into your hands, filling up your belly with air. And exhaling fully, emptying your belly out completely. You can maybe inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Let's do 5 more breaths like that. Filling up your belly until you cannot fill it up anymore, and then exhale nice and slow. Last breath here. And rest. Okay, let's roll onto our sides and come to rest on our arms just for a moment before we flip over onto our stomach. All right, let's roll all the way over onto our stomach. We're going to start with a little yoga flow just to open up through the core, the midsection. So from your stomach, can you draw your palms down beside your chest? Squeeze the arms into the side of the body. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, extending the arms straight, lifting the chest off the ground, pulling the chest upwards. You can keep your elbows as bent or as straight as they would like to go. Feeling a nice stretch through the front of the body and a little back bend as well. Let's slowly lower down. Take another deep inhale and exhale, pressing all the way up. One more time, nice stretch for the core. And then keeping your knees nice and wide, let's push your hips back into child's pose. Reach the hips back, reach the fingertips forward. All right, from here, can you curl your toes under and press your hips up into a downward dog? So from here, your feet are hip distance or a little bit closer together. Press the shoulders away from your ears. And you're going to pedal out your heels just to start. All right, can you push yourself forward into a plank position. All right, plank. So if you have a severe DR, then you're gonna definitely wanna come down to your knees. Wherever you are in plank, knees or toes, you want to actively engage your core, okay? So pulling the navel into spine. What helps you to engage your core is to squeeze the glutes gently. Slight pelvic tilt, so you're not sticking your butt up into the air. All right, so tuck that tailbone under, squeeze your glutes. If you're feeling any type of pain or discomfort, definitely come down to your knees or even come into tabletop position. From here, we're gonna push back into the downward dog again. All right, and push forward into plank. Push back into downward dog. And push forward into plank. This time when you push back into downward dog, can you reach one hand for your opposite toe? Reach, 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 feel a nice stretch. And then come forward into plank. All right, this is our plank series. We're not gonna be here forever. And then push back, reach for your opposite toe, and come forward into plank. Can you do that one more time on each side? The whole time you're actively drawing your navel into spine, moving nice and slow. All right, now everybody coming down to your knees. All right, everybody coming down to your knees. So you are not in tabletop here. If you can, your hips are shifted forward and you're in plank from your knees. Can you still squeeze your glutes from here? What I'd like you to try to do is tap one shoulder at a time. Try not to move the rest of your body. Place that hand right back under the shoulders and other hand. So as you do this, can you pause and hold that hand on your shoulder for 2 seconds and then switch. All right, playing around here. So if there's any discomfort in anything we do in this whole class, you can always come into tabletop or child's pose, just take a little break. Listen to your body. Let's do 2 more taps on each side. Can you keep working on holding that tap? Holding that shoulder when you tap. All right, 1 more time each side. Good work. Now let's push the hips back into child's pose. Just give your wrists a little bit of a break and your shoulders. All right, we have 1 more exercise from our plank series. Just 1 more. So you're gonna come back. Make sure you walk your way to the end of your yoga mat if you are on a mat. Okay, you're gonna come back into your plank from knees. Now, if you want to challenge yourself and you've done these before, you can definitely do them from toes. But for the purpose of our gentle core class, you're doing these from your knees. You are going to walk your hands forward into a superwoman position. So towards the edges of your mat. All right, so now you're putting more tension on the core by walking your hands out. Can you walk your hands right back so they're underneath your shoulders in this plank position? Good, let's do that again. Walk your hands forward. You can take 1 or 2 steps. The farther you walk your hands, the closer your body comes to the ground, the more you're going to challenge your core. And let's walk it back. Ladies, we're going to do that 2 more times. Okay, let's walk it forward. Pause if you can. Just do the best you can. Try not to let your shoulders rise up to your ears. Walking back. Last time. Let's walk it forward. Pause. And walking back. All right, good. Do you feel your core activated? Yes? Okay, great. We're gonna give your core a little bit of a break. We're gonna come onto our back, all right, for some glute bridges. My favorite. Do these in I'd say 50% of my classes, because they're so great for activating, for strengthening the glutes, the hamstrings, the quads, the core, even the pelvic floor muscles. So to set up, you're lying on your back, your feet and your knees are hip distance. You're gonna walk your heels close to your bum, okay, so that maybe your fingertips can touch your heels. From here, let's tuck the tailbone under. See, as you do that, do you feel your pelvic floor muscles engaging? All right, so as you tuck your tailbone under, your hips naturally peel off the ground. And let's peel one vertebrae off the mat at a time. Drive your hips as high up to the sky as you can. You're gently squeezing glutes, but not too intense. Reach your knees away from your body. And then slowly, slowly, one vertebrae at a time, lowering down. Good, keep going. Exhale, peeling all the way up. And slowly lowering down. We'll do this 3 more times. Can you move as slowly as possible? I mean, that's pretty vague, but I just want you to really feel the movement here. Lowering down now. Keep your hips off the mat as you continue to keep your tailbone tucked, engaging the pelvic floor muscles. All right, good. One more time, peeling hips off the ground, holding at the top, hold, hold, hold. We're gonna go into our marching bridge. So keep your feet where they are, hips stay high. You're gonna bring one knee up. Keep your leg bent, and you're just bringing your knee towards your chest. Lower it back down to exactly where it was before, if you can, and switch legs. Good, and switch. So you're constantly switching legs, keeping your hips lifted. So if you have had a cesarean and you have an incision that you still feel some pain, this is an excellent exercise to help work through the scar tissue in that area. All right, we're gonna go 4 more. If you ever need to take a break, just calm down, hug your knees into your chest. Moving nice and slow. Last 3, keeping your hips lifted. 2. And last 1. All right, slowly, slowly lowering all the way down. Let's hug your knees into your chest and rocking side to side. Hopefully that felt really nice for you. We are gonna come back up into 1 more bridge. So planting your feet back down on the ground, hip distance, close to your bum. Tuck your tailbone under and peeling up, peeling off the mat. We're gonna go for hammocks now, all right? Bridge hammocks. So keeping your hips lifted, you're gonna sway your hips to one side and drive your hips up. And then sway over to the other side, drive your hips up. So going side to side, good. Have some fun with it. All right, we're gonna go 4 more on each side. So you're gonna feel your glutes and your hammies really working hard here. 3. Good, 2 more. Go side to side. And last 1. Good, lowering all the way down, hugging the knees into your chest. All right, we're gonna roll back over to the side for side planks. All right, so we're gonna do side planks from a modified position. So if you have any wrist issues from plank or side plank, you can always come down to your forearms or your elbow. Okay, but for this class, I'm going to demonstrate it on my palms, and you'll come to your knees and lifting here. So if you have been doing side plank with me or on your own frequently, you can absolutely come to your feet if you want to challenge yourself. For the purpose of this class, I'm staying on my knees. So we're reaching your arm up to the sky, And you are lifting through your shoulder joint and your rib cage. All right, on the side that is on the ground. Your arm is not directly under your shoulder, but that's a lot of weight for your shoulder. So slightly out on an angle. Press the hips up. Feel your obliques working. Feel them firing up here. We're gonna take that top arm and reach it under the left. Reach, reach, reach. And exhale, twist, reach it straight up. Not back behind you, you're not reaching back, you're reaching straight up. Inhale. So we talked about breath at the beginning of class. We should talk about using your breath during all the movements that we're gonna be doing. So you're gonna inhale, reach through, and exhale, extend. Let's do that 2 more times. And last one. Perfect, good. Relax, you're gonna roll over to the other side. And let's set ourselves up first. So lift, lift, lift through the hip. Extend the other arm up. Holding here. Just making sure your obliques are awake here before we start to add rotation. All right, so you're gonna inhale, reach through, and exhale, extend straight up. So you wanna think reaching as high for the sky as possible. Inhale, reach, and exhale, up. Good, keep going, moving with your own breath. So in this class, we're gonna do lots of movements where we're reaching and stretching. Because did you know that if you have DR, diastase recti, or the separation of the core, the abdominals, that it could have been prevented if you did lots of good, healthy breathing, everyday stretching, that type of thing. Extend straight up and relax. Okay, so from here, we're just gonna rest because we're gonna come to do some step ups. So what I mean is, the DR, the separation, is basically the straw that broke the camel's back, right? You have a baby and it's just a lot of pressure. But the everyday movements that we do, how often do you completely fill or expand your breath to its full capacity? And then reaching, right? Reaching your body or moving side to side, right? And squatting. All of these movements are really healthy. Moving in different planes of motion are really important for creating like a healthy midsection, like being able to bear more load, all right? So that's what we're gonna do now. We focused on the core and the glutes and the bridges, pelvic floor. Now we're gonna focus on the lower body, okay? And one-legged exercises such as step-ups. So you're gonna step forward. You're on your knees are hip distance. You're gonna step forward with your left leg. All right, so from here, you're gonna step up into your left leg to come up to standing. Can you bring your knee with you and feel your core working as you lift your leg up? And then come all the way back down to that knee, nice and gentle. All right, feel your core. Try not to use your right leg, your back leg at all. All the weight in your front leg. When you do that, it's so much harder. So going back to having a C-section, doing one-legged exercises such as step-ups or lunges are really, really healthy. Okay, really, really good for working through any residual scar tissue. My daughter's 4 and I still have a ton of scar tissue and I'm very active. Massage usually helps as well. We're gonna do one more here. Bring that knee up, good. Come all the way down and we're gonna switch legs. Okay, right leg up. So when you're here, your leg is on a 90-degree angle, so not here, okay? 90-degree angle, let's go. Yes, bring that knee up. Come all the way back down, trying to keep all the weight on that right leg. Let it work nice and hard. You did those marching bridges, okay? Which should have gotten your one leg working hard at a time. So it would have warmed you up to do these really, really well. These are one of the most challenging one-legged exercises. So 2 more. Good, and last one here. Okay, so hope you guys are doing well. Come up to standing. The last 2 exercises are going to be standing exercises, okay? So what did I just say? I was talking about reaching. So it's not just about stabilizing and strengthening. It's about flexibility, stretching as well, right? So let's just do a few stretches and reaching up. Let's reach. Can you come to your tippy toes and reach for the ceiling? Can you take a deep breath? And exhale, release. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release. Good, 1 more. And releasing. Okay, we're gonna go arms up by your ears if you can. So from here, we're gonna go arms up, and then you're gonna bring your knee in as you bring your arms down. Okay, we do these sometimes in classes as a warm-up, but we're gonna slow it down like 3 times. All right, so let's go. We're gonna inhale, reach up, and exhale, bring the knee in. Exhale, good. Inhale, reach, and exhale. When you exhale, it forces an abdominal contraction. That's why breath is so important. Inhale, reach. Let's do it 1 more time on the other side. All right, now we're gonna go reach the arms up again, and we're gonna work our obliques, okay? We did this in boot camp the other day. I think it was yesterday, actually, but we used weights. It was probably pretty intense. All right, so arms up, and now you're gonna bring an elbow into your knee. Good, now let's add the breath. Other side, inhale, reach, and exhale, squeeze. Good, keep going. When you slow down the movement, you're gonna feel the muscles recruit. You're gonna feel your muscles working. So if you did it like this, great. Get your heart rate up, good cardio. But when you really take the time and you breathe, you're gonna feel all this work just that much more. Good, keep going. We're gonna go 2 more on each side. And rest when you are done. Good work. We'll come down to the mat again. We're gonna finish with a little mobility work. All right, so bird dog. Bird dog first, which is from hands and knees. All right, from hands and knees. This is gonna feel amazing if you have any back pain, specifically in the lower back, which can I just say I do? I do all the time, okay? Holding a baby is crazy. 20 pounds, moving weight. So right hand at your right ears, right fingertips at your right ear, elbow out to the side. Can you extend your left leg straight out? All right, make sure your core is engaged here. You're gonna take a deep breath in and exhale as you bring your elbow into your knee, squeeze. Inhale, open it up. And reaching up, so open up at the chest, reach that elbow up to the sky and reach your leg as high as you can. Feel that strengthen your glutes, your hamstrings, your upper back, lower back. And let's do that again. Exhale, squeeze in the center. Inhale, open it up. We're gonna do that 2 more times before we switch sides, moving with your own breath. Lifting as high as you can here as you extend and lift. 1 more time. And release. Was that intense? It can be quite intense. All right, let's switch sides. Left hand at your left ear. Extend your right leg out. Let's go. Exhale, empty your breath as you squeeze in the center. Inhale, open it up. Bring the elbow as high to the sky as you can, lifting that leg. Keep going. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, opening up. 2 more times. Good. Last one. Exhale here, squeeze. And inhale, open. All right, slowly drop your hand, your knee back down to the mat. Let's bring the knees nice and wide. We are just gonna cool down now. I broke a sweat, I don't know, did you? I'll check with you after. All right, so reach your heels, hips over your heels, reach your fingertips forward. Child's posing here. Let your forehead rest between your arms. We're gonna walk our hands over towards the right side of your mat now. Left hand plants on the right, and reach your hips back as you reach your fingertips forward, drawing the left side of your body down into the mat. So as I was saying, moving in different planes of motion, now we're stretching out the side of our bodies. Walking your hands back through center, over to the other side. Right hand lands on your left. Reach your hips back. Feel that nice stretch from your pinky finger all the way down into your hip joint. All right, walk back to center. Rolling up to seated. And you are